Hello, welcome to another yoga therapy session. I'm AJ. Go ahead and get yourself situated onto your mat with a meditation pillow, a blanket, something to drink or sip on. Settle into your space. Settle into your energy. And just to take a couple of deep clearing breaths. And it can be in through the nose and out through the mouth. And we're going to begin by tuning in together with the mantra Ong Namo Gurudev Namo chanting 3 times. And so I invite you to bring your hands into prayer pose. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. And inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudeva Namo Om Gurudeva Namo Om Namo Gurudeva Namo. And please inhale deeply. Suspend your breath. Bring your gaze up to your third eye area, lifting up on the pelvic floor. Exhale. And center your intention for this practice, for this current phase, or even this current day. Center your intention just in the center of your being, the center of your heart. And then relax the hands down. And let's play with a short visualization. Imagine just a grounding type of protective object right past your throat, right underneath the throat, just before it gets into the lungs. Just imagine, use your imagination to visualize this grounding type of protective object. And breathe long, slow, and deep for 30 seconds. Just below the throat, center your attention on that object in that area. Feeling yourself centering into that spacious awareness. Welcoming awareness. And then we begin with cat-cow from seated position. You can bring your hands to your knees or your shins, inhaling the chest forward, exhaling back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And continue. center of your chest, center of your spine, going in front and behind of the center axis. Nice and smooth. Once you have your rhythm, allow the eyes to close and focus on the breath. And pause to center, take a deep inhale. Suspend the breath, squeeze the root, eyes toward the third eye. Exhale. And then continuing with shoulder shrugs, inhaling the shoulders up, exhaling the shoulders down. Continue. Just a soft squeeze of the shoulders, nothing too forceful. Try to keep them relaxed. Spine is nice and tall. Energizing the system with this mini Kriya. Inhale deeply, squeeze the shoulders all the way up. Suspend your breath, gaze toward the third eye. Exhale, relax the breath. Next up is spinal twist. Your hands come up to the shoulders. You're going to inhale to the left, exhale to the right, and begin. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Allow the eyes to close. And just feel the spine raveling and unraveling in either direction. Shoulder blades are released down. Pause to center, take a deep inhale, squeeze all the way up. Squeezing your center, squeezing your root, sex organ, gaze toward your third eye, lifting up, squeeze the spine. Exhale, relax. Next up is going to be Dandasana, staff pose. So you can actually sit flat on the floor, coming off of your meditation pillow. Feet are going to come straight out in front of you. Get nice and tall, and just take 5 deep, mindful breaths, and begin. Hands can be on the floor, just focus on the breathing. Nice and tall in the spine, establishing a nice root line. Completing the exhale all the way. That's 2. Pushing all the air out. That's 4, last one. And then you can ease slightly out of the tension of holding that posture. Then we're going to go to yogi stretch. Bring your legs out into a wide V. Stretching out to either side. Reaching towards one foot. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And continue. reaching with your heart space toward towards your toes. And try to bring some energy in the bottom of the feet, pulling the toes toward you. Contraction on the bottom of the feet. And then start to dwell in the space of the breath. The breath current, the sound that it's making, the ease that it's bringing. Steady breathing. At your own pace. And then inhaling up to center, and then fold down to center, exhale. Continue that motion, inhaling up. Exhale, fold down center. Inhale up, exhale, fold. And then hold the stretch at the bottom and breathe deeply. Elongate the spine with axial extension. Okay, and if you'd like, you can do a couple of 90-90 stretches on either side. Bring your knees, your legs into a bent knee, and just windshield wipering and moving the torso around. Okay, great. Then we'll meet back in easy pose, Sukhasana. Legs crossed, establishing the root line so sit bones are connected to the floor. Feeling the spine extend all the way to the top. Okay, then we're going to do working a little bit of the Kapha dosha. So lion's breath. Your thumb will come to your pinky, and the middle three fingers coming up. The tongue will come out, and panting like a panting out of the mouth. Continue. Suspend your breath. Squeeze up on the root, pelvic floor, sex organ, rectum, navel in. Gaze toward your third eye. And exhale. Beautiful. And then let's come up to standing. We're going to play with half sun salute. So you can come up to the top of your mat or the middle of your mat. Hands are down by the sides for mountain pose. And we'll go through a few sequences of this, inhaling the arms up toward the ceiling. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on the legs or the shins. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhaling the arms all the way back up. Reaching toward the sky. Exhale, arms by your side. And then we begin again. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Extend the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way back up. Arms floating up. Exhale, arms back to the side. Let's do it 2 more times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, arms by the side. Last one. Inhale, all arms all the way up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, extend the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way back up. Exhale, arms by the side. Okay, great. And then we're going to play with some frog squats. So for this one, you can use a blanket if you'd like to place underneath the balls of the feet or the heels of the feet if you like. Sometimes I like to do that. But we want to draw the heels close together. It's the camera. And hands down, okay? And inhaling, bringing the hips up. Exhaling, coming back down. And continue. If this feels not as accessible, you can bring the feet out wider and just go for a little bit less distance. We're going to go for about 30 more seconds. And then the last couple reps. Okay, then ease back out of it, coming back to standing. And then we can tee the arms out, legs come out wide. This is another yogi stretch, working on the life nerve, vagus nerve. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Hinging at the hips, so protecting the lower back. Try to use your core for controlling the movement. Last couple. Inhale both arms up. Exhale, coming down. And then if you'd like, you can also squeeze in a quick malasana stretch, squat pose. And then we'll make our way down to the mat on our back. Okay, and then next flip will be knees to chest pose. So feet are coming off of the floor and you're squeezing the knees toward the chest and then relaxing them. Squeeze the knees with your arms and your hands across the front of your shins or the knees. Exhaling as you squeeze. Inhale as you release and draw air in toward the belly. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze. Good. And then our next pose will be legs up the wall pose or on a bolster. If you'd like, you can place a pillow underneath of the hips and you're just gonna hold the legs up towards the ceiling, extending the legs out through the hip socket. So kind of like trying to find more of that extension, that axial extension with the femur bone out of the hip socket. Energy in the toes, kind of like you're stamping the ceiling with your feet. And just breathe deeply. If you'd like, you can bring some movement in the legs, the knees, and the feet. Reversing the flow of energy, draining the blood back into the heart, reversing gravity's effect. Okay, and then we're going to come up actually to a seated position for aura charge. All right. So you're going to come up to a seated position, Sukhasana. Hands and arms will be at a 60-degree angle. Your thumbs will be up and out, and the four fingers will be on the pads of your palm. And then we'll play with the breath of fire. So take a deep inhale, exhale, then inhale 3/4 to begin breath of fire. Try to stay nice and even. And visualize a brilliant white light connecting the two thumbs and arc over the head. Seconds. Inhale deeply. Bring your hands all the way up, thumb tips to touch. Suspend your breath. Lift up on the root. Sex organ, rectum, navel is up and in. Squeezing upward, lifting the spine. Spacious in the mind, welcoming in the mind. Exhale. Relax the hands down. And sit in a meditative state for just a few moments. And breathe easy. Keeping the eyes closed. Feeling the body soften. Just welcoming in the mind, even as thoughts come. You can greet them, but don't indulge them. And then we're going to do Shavasana, and then we go into the Kriya. So transition into a lying position. Lying flat on the floor. You can use a pillow or a blanket, however you wish. Lying on your back. And allow the weight of you to just sink all the way down into the floor. Allow the back body to melt into the floor. Feeling every breath just taking you into a deeper place.
serving you. If you have a sankalpa, I invite you to overlay that sankalpa into this current experience. I have a happy heart, a peaceful mind, and a playful spirit. I have a happy heart, a peaceful mind, and a playful spirit. Just feeling the universe supporting you unconditionally. Legs relaxing, upper body relaxing.
A few more
Deep breaths cycling through. And start to allow the energy to come back into stronger form in the mind, coming back into stronger awareness, starting to feel more energy in the hands, the feet, the toes, the arms and legs. Invitation to do a cat stretch to either side.
as you start to make your way back up
To seated for the last
the final kriya, the main kriya that we're going to play with. If you'd like, you can rock on the spine a few times. Meeting back in Sukhasana, easy pose, which actually means good space, creating good space for your system. But we use the word easy pose as a translation. For this kriya, the hands will be overlaid one on top of the other, the right in front of the left, and thumb tips will be touching, kind of creating like a triangle. The hands will be held in front of the heart space. A little bit of pressure, firmness between the hands. It's kind of like you're creating this, this solid fortress. Elbows are out. Eyes closed down. Eyes closed down 9/10. So 1/10 just barely open at the bottom. And you're going to take long, slow, deep breaths through the nose, holding the breath for a good amount of time at the top and at the bottom, at the top of the inhale and the bottom of the exhale. As long as you like, but you can go for 10, 15, or 20 seconds. No need to overexert yourself. Just do what is manageable. Take your time. Sink into a current with the breath. Long, slow, deep breaths. Holding at the top. exhaling, and then holding at the bottom. Relaxing into the current of that breath. Make the breath your greatest ally in this exercise. Allow yourself to just dwell when you're holding and suspending. And continue. Keeping the mind anchored onto the breath, awareness anchored onto the breath. Recognizing the tension in the posture. It's okay. Keep going. About halfway there. Using the extended hold at the bottom and top of the breath. It's okay if the mind starts to rebel a little bit. Chatter starts to come in. Just meet that with the force of the Kriya, the breath current. And then sooner or later, you'll find yourself in a nice, blissful yogi's state. Almost there. Hold the posture, exhale all the air, and deepest inhale. Suspend the breath. Close the eyes down, gaze up toward your third eye, squeeze the spine, lift the root. Hold the posture, exhale. 2 more times, deepest inhale. Suspend the breath, gaze up toward the third eye, lifting up on the root. Exhale. Last one, inhale deeply. Suspend. Gaze up, squeeze. And slowly relax, exhale. Sit in a meditative state for just a few moments and feel. Feel the system, feel the body. You can even feel the texture of the mind. See if there is some type of feeling tone throughout the system. There's no right or wrong, but just feel. And then we'll seal the practice with Sat Nam, chanting 3 times. I invite you to bring your hands into prayer pose. Inhaling deep. Exhale. And then we inhale to seal. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Thank you. Sat Nam. Namaste. Enjoy your day.